Do you have a spider beard? Or maybe you're a little darker and you've got a venomous beard. We're going to talk about these two fun and very, very good scents from Jay's Beard Essentials. But welcome first. My name's Brian. This is my Beards and Banjos YouTube channel where we try to help you grow your best beard possible. Thank you so much for joining me. Big fan of what John does over at Jay's Beard Essentials. And I'm really, really, really happy to be bringing you this video. John contacted me sometime last year, maybe it was towards the end of last year, said, I think I have to kind of phase things out here. He ended his affiliate program and his plan was to kind of finish out and use some of the stuff he had on hand and then kind of fade into the background, maybe do a monthly scent or something like that, but not keeping everything fully stocked. So I was sad to see that. Heard that from a few different companies last year, but recently he's contacted me, said, things are going very well. I was able to bounce back, and that's very, very good to hear because John's a really cool dude and he does some really awesome things with his scents, but also like the theme and a lot of nostalgia going on there. A lot of 90s based kind of pop culture references and a lot of his scents, and that kind of spills over into some of the labels. He kind of paints himself into the scene there, to the graphics. Really, really fun to do. But what I have to kind of try to get across to you is these are not novelty scents, even though you see kind of cartoonish kind of logos a lot of times, really fun kind of things. These are fun scents, but they are very, very smooth, most of the time cologne scents. Now you do get some different notes to it. Sometimes things are sweeter and maybe a little bit on the fruity side, but then also you'll have some that are a little bit more dark or sharp or pungent and don't have those kind of sweet notes to it. So that's exactly what we have here with these two particular scents. So we've got Spider Beard, and then we've got the darker Venomous Beard here that we see. So we'll start with the Spider Beard. So Spider Beard, when I read the two profiles, I thought I was going to like the Venomous Beard better. I actually like the Spider Beard a little bit better. So this one is watermelon, strawberry, and as soon as I see that, I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be sweet, fruity, candy, Jolly Rancher, novelty scent. And it's got some of the sweet and the fruity notes, but as I said earlier, this is not going to be a novelty scent because you start putting in muscadine, brings it back down a little bit, nice grapey kind of thing here. But you've got cashmere, barbershop, aqua di gio, cool water, and sea moss. So yes, you get that fun, fruity, sweet, sugary pop to the beginning of it, and then all the other stuff comes through for the base notes, the sea moss, and then the barbershop, cool water, aqua di gio, and cashmere, and makes it a much more elegant scent than I thought it was going to be. Really like this one. By the way, my wife loves both of these scents, and I get that unprompted. So I've been wearing he sent me a few other scents too. Been wearing them all week. Every time I walk through, when I first put it on, she says, you smell good. And I don't get that very much. I get that about maybe 10% of the time. So very, very good scents in a lot of different ways for these two. So as I said, I think I've explained that pretty well. Let me smell it again. I wore it today as well. It used to be I would have an aversion to I don't like really, really sweet scents. It kind of depends on what's in it. If it doesn't have cooking spices, if it doesn't have the cinnamon and the nutmeg and some of that stuff, I like it better. So this is kind of the cotton candy, watermelon, that kind of stuff. If you kind of get that pop and then that part goes away, I tend to like it better. So it's kind of a sugary sweetness instead of something that's a little bit more rich and has more staying power and it's got some weird spices in it sometimes. So I really like that one. As I said, I liked it better than I thought. Maybe it's got to do with the springtime now and you're starting to get into those spring and summer type of scents or mindsets anyway. By the way, the carriers on that, you can get that in an ostrich blend oil. So this has got ostrich and a lot of, by the way, I have people on a regular basis leave a message or message me or leave a comment saying, I don't see as many ostrich and emu blends, bird blends anymore, and you don't. I really, really liked them. They were exceptionally well for my beard, maybe because it's reddish and now a lot more white in it than it used to be, but it really works well for my beard. But it's got ostrich, meadowfoam seed, kukui nut, perilla seed. I haven't seen that one very much. Sweet almond and hemp seed works really, really good for me. I also have the butter in the Venomous beard. So let's go ahead and get to the Venomous beard, and then we'll talk about the the butter on that as well. So Venomous beer is a little bit darker, less sweet. All right, it's got just I wouldn't say it's got just a little bit of sweetness to it, but it's not fruity, even though it's got black currant, which is kind of can be more of a dark cherry. It does not scream fruit. It does not seem like a fruity profile. So if you're not into the fruity kind of sense, and some people aren't, you get more things that aren't fruit on this one. So aged rum, musky cologne, peppered wood, vetiver, and black coral. So it's almost like if you're a fan of, he says it even on the website, if you like kind of leather jacket kind of scent, there's no leather in it, but you do kind of get that vibe. It's not overly sweet, as I said. Vetiver and musk has got kind of and pepper. You get kind of those peppery things that's got bite to it. But then you get the aged rum and the black currant. That's going to give you just a little bit of sweetness, but also a little bit richer, gives a little more depth than just those sharp notes to it. I would definitely call it a cologne profile. All right. I also have that one in the butter. By the way, this time of the year now, you start to get things that sits in your mailbox. Mine I did kind of separate and have some grit in it. And the grit comes from just the fact that all these different ingredients, there's nothing in there, there's no preservatives to keep it together. So they start to separate, especially when they come back to room temperature slowly instead of fast. So you can always reset it. You got to be careful. I like having something here that I can put in the microwave, even though these are not microwave safe containers most of the time. I don't think this one is. I haven't really read on it. So you got to be careful. You can't just put it in there for a minute and just leave it, because what will happen is everything will get hot here and the whole thing will collapse on you. So you have to put it in there for like 15 seconds at a time. If you've got a soften or butter melt button on your microwave, that works well. I think I put it in there for like 30 seconds overall, kind of stirred it with a toothpick, put it in the refrigerator, let it kind of cool down fast, and now it put it completely back together. Really like this butter. If you like butters that are a little bit more on the moisture laden side, all right, I could tell when I separate the grit, there was only just a little bit of grit through it, which means it doesn't have quite as much. I think maybe the shea butter, there's not as much of the harder ingredients in there, so it's a little bit more liquidy. If you like your butters just a little more liquidy, which means it's easy to go on. May not give you quite as much hold, but it's both of these things, the oils and the butters, are really, really soft. So it actually gives me really good styling, even though I wouldn't call it giving me hold to it. So the carrier blend on the ingredients there for the butter are, let me find it, refined shea butter, argan butter, horsetail butter. I've never heard of that one. Chamomile butter. And sometimes you get people say, "Oh, you can't really." There's no such thing as that butter. I think what they do is they take out some of the moisture to it till it becomes more of a solid. On that's just going to like enhance the softness and the effect of it, because it's going to be more dense. There, coconut oil, meadowfoam seed oil, kiwi seed oil, apple seed oil, and ostrich oil. So it's got a little bit of ostrich in it too, if you're a fan of that. So notice different than what's in the oil. So and by the way, some of these oils that he has for some different scent profiles are a little bit different. He plays around with the carrier blend. Everyone I've had has been really good, and some of them kind of have the same stuff in it, like the ostrich, and most of them have meadowfoam seed in it, but he does mix it up. So if you like cross-training your beard and having different carrier ingredients to see how they act, maybe you find one that works better. I found that just about everything works for my beard. If it's a good quality ingredient, I don't have issues. I know that some guys do, whether it's allergies or a particular type of oil either works well or doesn't work well. So you make sure you read the website there before you order, just in case if you're one of those few that have issues that you want to avoid a certain carrier oil or ingredient. All right. You can get these in the oil and the butter. You can also get that in a cologne. And every scent that I ever had for Jay would definitely be suitable to wear as a cologne, and in fact enhance some stuff. I'd like to have a cologne in that spider beard there just to enhance that a little bit more, get it to go on a little bit longer. And you can get combos and different things as well. You can also use, I've got a discount code for you, which is a Banjo15, save yourself 15%. So make sure, if you haven't ordered from Jay, Jay's Beard Essentials, or if you haven't in a while, he's still around, he's still doing great things. And stay tuned here. I've got another video to do in just a little while on, I think there's 3 or 4 more scents I got to go through with you. Looking forward to doing that video too, because they're all great scents as well. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you soon for another video.